Hello, it's Richard Shea, and I'm checking in with our residents to see how they're faring during this crisis. It's been a long haul so far, and I understand if people have really gotten fed up. That's why I'm reaching out to let you know the town is still here for you and that we're thinking of all the residents all the time. Reaching out, that's been a big part of what we're doing, reaching out to individuals, other communities, and making sure that people are faring okay. Uh, We've done a lot of work here in Philipstown. If you read the local papers, you've seen any of the posts, we've given away over $160,000 in food assistance so far. We've partnered with Beacon, Putnam Valley, Carmel, Newburgh, reaching out to Peekskill. Haven't heard back from them yet, but I can't understand that. But we want to make sure that people realize that the town is here for you, that not only for food assistance, which we strongly suggest people take advantage of. If you are in a situation where you're unemployed and you don't have enough money to get food, please reach out to the town and we'll make sure that that we get to you. But also to make sure that people aren't feeling isolated, because isolation is a big part of this right now. And if you live alone, it's going to be a hard time for you. If you need something, if you need to talk to someone, you can call town hall. If you need a book or something like that, or any assistance, we have people who can help. We have 90 volunteers right now of all sorts, medical professionals and mental health care professionals. So we want to make sure that people are taking advantage of this, because there's nothing worse than feeling like you're alone during a crisis. And also, thinking about our neighbors. If you are someone who lives near someone who may be isolated, reaching out to them while social distancing, obviously, but, get on the phone and give somebody a call and let them know that you're thinking about them, because it's important. A lot of people in this town, especially if they're older, may be living alone. So we don't want people feeling isolated during this time. We're working closely with the county to talk about reopening. That'll be a slow process. Ideally, we would have a vaccine, but we realize that things can't wait forever. There are businesses that are suffering and they need to get open as far as they can to start making a living again. Main Street, people are still coming, even though there's not much open. Here you have the pizza place and a couple other shops, but that's basically it. But we have seen Hudson Hills is reopened recently, Catherine's, La Bouchon is open, Riverview is doing takeout. We had some great takeout from Riverview the other night. So I would say avail yourself to those things. We do have a limited number of Riverview cards too. We've been handing those out. Still doing the Food Town cards and still doing the Drug World cards. So again, if you need assistance, please reach out to us. You can call us on the phone at 265-5200, hit extension 5 or extension 3, and you'll get through to someone. But again, it's not just about giving out assistance in a monetary form or the food form. Reaching out to keep yourself connected is very important right now. I've been working closely with the mayor of the village to talk about reopening. We're working closely with the county and coming up with a plan to meet the metrics that New York State has set. We're in the Mid-Hudson Valley region, so we're grouped in with counties that aren't so good for us. We're grouped in with Westchester County and Rockland County, where obviously they've had a lot of heartbreak and a lot of experience with COVID-19. The cases here have flattened, which is good, and we're in touch with Putnam Hospital and the Westchester County hospitals, getting their numbers and finding out how many people are being admitted, how many people are being released, and obviously the number of fatalities, which everyone is terrible. But things here in Putnam are looking up. They definitely are. It's not all doom and dire. The cases have flattened. We've seen very few new cases over the past week and a half. So that's a good sign that all the things we're doing are working. And we're hoping that with the warmer weather, that also aids in seeing this thing out. But the earliest anyone's going to see a vaccine is in September. And I'd be very surprised if it were widely available in September. But we're keeping a very close track on that. Our website, Philipstown, gives you updated information every day about all the things that are being done here, all the actions the state has taken, and what the medical professionals are saying and what they're projecting this is going to be like going forward. And people are afraid, and rightfully so. it's a frightening time. But tempering that with some common sense can really help. Doing what you can to protect yourself, and that's an individual decision, but it's also a group decision. We need people to help out by wearing masks. That's the least you can do. And I know there's some pushback, and I've seen this attitude of, people just don't want to do it, and they're making a statement about it. I think that's silly and selfish right now. Uh, if you can help out your fellow citizens, your fellow human beings, and by wearing a mask, that's the very least you can do. So, I mean, not everybody is signed on for the herd immunity mentality. Some people would rather not get this, and some people should not get this. Some people will get it and be fine. Some people will not. So it's up to all of us to make sure that the most vulnerable among us are taken care of and not exposed to this. My own brother had a bout with it. He's 65 years old, and he had a rough time, very rough time, but he's on the mend. So we're glad to see that, but we're very concerned. And I just don't want to see anybody suffering needlessly. So again, if you can wear a mask, or we would ask, it is the law when you go into a store right now, even though I've seen some people not observing that. It's just not right. But it's, again, as I said, please do it. Please do it. There are masks out there for anyone who wants one. The town has plenty of masks. We can direct you to places where you can find them. And also we can direct you to places where you can find other services. We have a good supply of things for our staff right now, which is good. All our highway workers are back. We're back at 100% on highway because it's just a busy season. We need these guys back. We are practicing social distancing. We do have masks. We have hand sanitizer for everyone. So we're prepared. We're not just, pulling the plug on things and going ahead. And we're preparing as a town for the resurgence in crowds that will inevitably come. They're coming regardless of whether the parks are open. But we're going to try to do some crowd control here. We're hoping that the state parks stay closed for at least another month until the state of New York gradually reopens. There has been a marked decrease in the number of visitors, which is good for all of us. It's good for the food town or store. It doesn't get run over. And there's a lot less likelihood of the spread of this disease. So I support this park closure right now. I've gotten some blowback on that, but I think by and large, people are happy that the parks are closed, that the trailheads are closed, and that the parking areas are closed. People aren't always obeying that either, which we've seen quite a bit of, but the police are here. There is a presence and they are ticketing. We're also looking into towing, so people should realize that if you park your car illegally this weekend on Route 9, we're going to send a tow truck out because we're fed up with people causing congestion and people walking in the roadways. It's just not, it's not right, and it's not safe. We don't want to see anyone get hurt. And as I said in the past, we love our tourists, but right now we need a little break from that. We've had plenty of people visiting. I think it'll be a while until you see us back up to full capacity and running. And I think most people would support that. We do want to see the businesses on Main Street thrive, as I said, but we have to think about the overall health of the town. And again, we're working with the chamber, working with the mayor, working with the county, and watching that state website. And we get emails every single day from the state updating us on everything. So I just wanted to catch up a little bit, let you know that we're here for you and that we're going to remain here for you. This is not a short-term thing. I can imagine this going on for a year. And I don't say that lightly. We're having our town board meetings online. We're doing Zoom meetings. So if you want to check in with us, you can go to the town website. You can still get things on the agenda. We can discuss any business that any resident of the town has. And we have been doing that. We've had good attendance at the Zoom meetings. So all those things, reach out to us if you need us. Attend the town board meeting. They're informative. And if you need someone, you can call us at 265-5200. And we'll make sure that you get the help you need. So with that, I would just say take care and reach out to someone and rely on your town and be confident to know that everyone here is working for you. Nancy Montgomery, Dave Morandi, and myself are all working together all the time to make sure that Philipstown is as safe as it can be. So take care. All right. I'll see you around. Bye.